So let's talk about unit rates. So a unit rate is finding out like maybe how much 1 pound of something costs, or so you'll see labels like dollars per pound or miles per hour, something along those lines. So we don't have to worry about converting to the same unit here. What we want to figure out is, I pay attention to the labels. I want to set up my fraction according to the label that makes sense, and then I will grab my calculator and divide out from there. So for example, you have this first example, you type 250 words in 15 minutes. So we have two labels. We have words and we have minutes. So, would it make more sense to say word per minute? So, can I type 10 words per minute? Or would it make more sense to say minutes per word? And usually one of these just makes more sense. In this case, it's the words per minute. We're talking about what we can type. Well, we can't type 10 minutes per word. We're typing a certain number of words per minute. So we're going to set up our fraction with the words on top, per, and we're going to put the minute on the bottom. So again, you can kind of look at your labels both ways and pick the one that makes most sense, and that's the one that we're going to use. So how many words do we have? We have 250 words per how many minutes? 15 minutes. And that gives us our words per minute label. And then we don't have to worry about reducing this fraction. This is okay to grab a calculator and just divide. So I'm going to take 250 and divide it by 15. And I got a 16.67 repeating, or 0.6 repeating, excuse me. So maybe I'll just round it to the hundredths place. So 16.67, and this one does get a label, words per minute. And that's the unit rate. So our next example, 10 oranges cost $2.75. So figure out what your labels are. You're talking about oranges and dollars. So would it make more sense to say oranges per dollar or dollars per orange? And in this case, you know, we're talking about how much oranges cost, so we would want to know how much does an orange cost, so dollars per orange. So we're going to set that up, or dollars on top, so you have your $2.75 on top, over how many oranges? 10 oranges. And then you grab your calculator and you go ahead and divide this out. 275 divided by 10 is 0.275, but because we are talking dollars here, we want to round it to 2 decimal places. So here's my cutoff. So this 5, should it round the 7 up or keep it the same? So just to talk about rounding for a second, if this number here is 5 or above, it's going to round the number before it up. So we're going to say a 0.28. So it rounds up to 28 cents. And then dollars per orange. So the dollar sign you can put out there. So there's your 28 cents per orange. So now we know that one orange will cost 28 cents. And that is our unit rate.